Let's move on to Iran. Right now you have the Trump administration taking a number of steps, escalating tensions with Iran. The latest move being effectively banning the foreign minister, Mohammad Zarif, from the country. Your sense, Ned, of what the Trump administration is trying to do right now with Iran?
Look, the Trump administration has consistently said, even before they abandoned the nuclear deal in May of 2018, is that what they're after is a so-called better deal. But I think that every move they have taken underscores a key point. They're not after a better deal. This is a policy, in my estimation at least, of regime change in all but name. And look, I have very few kind words for President Trump, but I will say this. I tend to skeptically, as I do this, take him at his own word that he doesn't want war with Iran, that he doesn't want conflict with Iran. I do not have that same confidence and faith in the advisors he has chosen to surround himself with, chiefly John Bolton and Mike Pompeo. These were two individuals who, as private citizens, and in the case of Mike Pompeo, as a Republican congressperson, were key proponents of regime change, including with military force. And so, look, this has been a policy and practice of confrontation for the sake of confrontation and provocation for the sake of provocation. And I think the sanctioning, the designation of Zarif, really makes clear that this is not a team that is interested in creating a better deal or any other deal, because Zarif is, whether you like the regime or not, whether you like him or not, he is the person with whom you have to do business if you are serious about diplomacy. And clearly this administration is not serious about diplomacy. Otherwise, sanctioning Zarif only, I think, empowers him within his own system. He is someone who has gotten considerable flack from within Iranian politics for his willingness to do business with America and with the West. And I think the Trump team consistently has only emboldened the hardliners within the Iranian system with the approach they have taken. So I don't know how this ends, but I think it's becoming increasingly clear that this doesn't and won't end with a better deal, especially now that we have no natural partner on the other side with whom to negotiate.
You served in the Obama administration when the deal was negotiated. How hard was it to negotiate that deal?
Well, it was hard for a number of reasons. One, multilateral diplomacy like that is just a hard slog to begin with, no matter what the issue is. Never mind when it's something as complex and complicated as the Iranian nuclear program. Two, going back to the point I discussed before, is that there were profound divisions, and there are profound divisions within Iranian politics. You have the theocratic leadership often taking a very different line from the political leadership. And Zarif, look, to his credit in some ways, put his skin in the game by taking on this challenge, arriving at an interim deal, hashing out a comprehensive deal, and then taking that to Iran's political leadership and theological leadership and getting the green light to go forward. So that would have made it complicated enough, but then you have to layer our own difficult politics on top of that. And throughout this process, you had individuals in this country, I think, making common cause with hardliners in Iran. Who could forget Senator Tom Cotton's letter to the Ayatollah, essentially saying, you don't understand our system. President Obama can't do this. And really taking a line that the Ayatollah himself probably would have loved to have embraced. So at every level, there were challenges, and getting to this deal was no small feat of diplomacy, and achieving what I think everyone in the West and our partners in Russia and China sought to achieve, permanent prohibitions on Iran ever achieving a nuclear weapon, was a real landmark achievement. And so I think the consternation, the worry, the concern that we've seen in the aftermath of President Trump's decision just to tear that up, it is more than warranted.
Ned Price, I've kept you way over time, so I really appreciate your time. Ned Price is Director of Policy and Communications at the group National Security Action. Previously served as Special Assistant to President Obama for National Security Affairs as the National Security Spokesperson. Also served as a Senior Analyst at the CIA. Ned Price, thanks very much.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you.